Welcome, welcome, welcome to V Rising.
I rise.
A very, very fun vampire game that I enjoyed quite a bit. That I tried recording once before and I lost power. My recording basically got destroyed. I will be playing this completely solo. Almost like a survival game. I think that this game can be that. Sort of. But yeah, solo survival vampire game. I need to do one thing though, because apparently, there's my master volume. I'm trying to drown myself out in the sounds of this game, which I'm sure that I'm going to figure out that no, it's still too loud. It seems like it is. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Sound. Let's go 35. Definitely want the sound of the game, just not brutally so. Okay. Let's move. Fight our first skeleton. And just in case you don't know, yes, I am a vampire. As you can see here, right? And not only am I a vampire, but just like any vampire... Oh, the sun's fading. No, never mind. I was going to say, the sun hurts me. But then the sun decided to walk away. Yeah, you're going to hit me. This is still more efficient than...
An achievement, to be sure.
You hit Q when you open up a chest. You'll take everything inside. There we go. Alright. Sword already makes us way more efficient. See if I have enough to craft the bone ring. I do. Oh yeah, but look, see? Sun is cooking me. I stand in it too long. Slay enemies using a sword. Not a problem. But you don't do that. Yeah, no, don't do that. Thank you. Yeah, I have a spell now. There we go. Awesome. Alrighty. So the spells I'm using are actually down here, right? So we initially get this shadow shot and a shadow bolt. Gives you leech, so you can take some health back from your enemies. Alrighty. Boom. And since I can, let's make... Oh, I don't have vermin salves unlocked yet. I don't know. So this place here, it's a very, very unique area. Once you walk through these... And what actually do I want to go east or west? Let's go west. So, there we go. Once I go down this ledge, I will not be able to return back into here for quite some time. Not that it matters, because there's nothing in here that you can't find outside. So. Don't worry about that too much. Righty, we got some armor. Missed. Now, right now we have something called frail blood, which doesn't give us anything. And that's not what we want. We want some kind of blood type, and creature blood type is as good as any. For right now. I'm gonna go ahead and feed off this this bad boy. Yeah. All right. He's gonna give us some hide, and then because this is not frail, it gives us some bonuses. So we get a bonus to movement speed. It's not the greatest blood type, but it's still better than nothing. And depending on what you're doing, it can actually be very useful. So, definitely nothing to sneeze at. You go to blood pool, blood quality 1, you get a movement speed bonus, stuff like that. Okay. So I still need my boots. Is that what I'm missing? Boots? Yep. And so blood types have a percentage. The higher the percentage, the better bonuses you get. If you get 100% blood type, which is, of course, quite rare, but if you do get it, you get quite a big bonus because then it duplicates, it boosts all the other bonuses by 25% on top. So, and we can't do anything with this now, but later on we can. You just hold on to it. And if you had more wing gates, you can teleport through here. Also, the feeding technique can be used as a kind of like a assassination. And you use it, and then you hit the attack button again. It'll basically assassinate your target. Do I have enough to make the boots yet? I do. Good. I probably should have had that. Oh well. Alrighty, let's claim, and now we can make axes and a mace. Hey. So the axes and the mace, oh god, I hate this, will allow us to mine materials more effectively. So for example, stone can be mined much faster with the mace. We're going to need some of the stuff for building stuff later. And then your axes can be used to mine trees, obviously. So every weapon in the game can every weapon in the game can harvest, but some of them are going to be way more effective than others. So for example, axes for wood, mace for stone. Your sword is good for plants, so for getting what do you call it? For getting fiber. And then, yeah. Keep moving, keep moving. So I'm actually heading towards, I've played this game before. I'm heading towards here. Now, if you're playing this game in a full server and not solo, this area might be contested simply because of its affordability to the very first resource that we're going to need. Oh, this took too long. And that resource being this copper, which right now we can't mine because my weapon doesn't do enough damage to take that down. Hey, you started it. So as I'm walking through, I'm going to gather materials. Again, if you're going to be playing this in a full server and with PvP, definitely do not follow what I am doing. I've never played this game in that setting, and I'm assuming that you would die very, very quickly. Oh man, this is so slow. Also, my settings are not the default. It has some stuff boosted. Like material gathering is a little boosted, amongst a couple other things. Just because I'm playing by myself, it's not wanting to get to the end of the game sometime in the next century. So, trying to mine materials while other materials are nearby is a good idea. That way you're getting double the work done. I feel like going after armored skeletons right now. Oh, wow. Well, I could probably kill it, but I probably shouldn't. So this guy right here, Alpha White Wolf, which now he's after me. He's one of the bosses. I don't know how much damage I'm going to do to him. I haven't touched him yet. Where is he? Maybe I can kill him. I'm gonna leave me. I'll come back for you. So the Alpha White Wolf, he is one of your first bosses. And that's something we'll deal with later. If you're gonna keep following me, you're gonna end up with these guys here. But please, by all means, why don't we decide to go back? So if they go too far away from their normal patrol zone, they'll stop and return. So if you're being chased by a boss, that's the way to get around him. I want to set up a base where I can craft my next level of gear. That way. These guys, really? Oh. That way I can start going after the bosses. There should be a man trap here. Let's see. Oh wow, no man trap. Huh. Interesting. Ready. So really quick, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I need to. Damn it! I need to kill something else to get the castle heart. Poop. These guys are a little bit more high level than me, but I'll be fine. Oh. Come on. That should be it. There we go.
Recognize my power.
Alrighty. Now we have the castle heart. The castle heart is the center of your buildings. You can go into the building menu by hitting B, by the way. This will be where everything stems from.
Castle heart is starving. I must feed
And
it.
it needs quote-unquote blood essence to run. And now that will give me 6 hours of protection. This is meant to be a PvP game, and I'm playing it in a very non-PvP way. And so this is kind of like its way of making sure that people log in and do stuff. If they don't, then stuff gets destroyed. Anyway,
Recognize
so
my power.
now that we've moved on, yeah, I don't care about that. Let's do some floors and...
I cannot build here.
Let's clear this whole situation here. So yeah, it's very much a survival game, but it was designed with the premise of being a PvP survival game. I'm just not interested in that kind of stuff. You know, PvP is not the PvP is not the main interest of me playing this kind of game. I think it's an awesome survival game with a very awesome premise of you're a vampire. How would you survive as a vampire? You know, how would you expand? Well, your expansion is not the nicest one. You're kind of the bad guy. But you know what? That's actually kind of fun. So, here we are. And yes, this is quite slow. As you get better weapons, this becomes much, much faster. This is a pillar over here too. Something I probably should have done is left the intro cutscene. But since I didn't leave the intro cutscene, let's talk about what's actually happening here. So, vampires ruled this land. All of this land. And something happened. And now we don't. And so we are rising from the ashes of ruling land. Oh, this is bad. Rip. Okay. Need walls. Yep.
Yet
Give me-
another accomplishment.
I hide behind the shade here. Production. Okay. This right here, really important early on. Since we have no coverings, this will allow us to be able to operate in the sunlight. It creates a mist, quote unquote, to protect us. Then we're going to go ahead and go back to walls and put a door here. And do the same on this side. There. All right. Alrighty. Now we got to make our spawn point. So, storage chest and a bed. Quote unquote bed.
An achievement, to be sure.
Don't need amethyst. Don't need paper. Need that. Okay. So this is our nice little homely base. Let's start building some more stuff. Here. Okay, so now we have the altar of recollection. Actually, you won't need that anytime soon. Okay. And production. Production in this game is different. You do not work the machines work themselves because we are vampires, and that's menial work. Oh, hi. You can help me with this stuff? Hey, you hit me. Oh, cool. Ow. Alright, problem solved. Let's get some more materials. Always trying to get multiple materials at the same time if possible. Don't know if my mist covers here. It does. Yep. Yeah, that already ran out of materials. Can I touch someone? Nope, not close enough.
This will not work.
I forgot how to plant these. I think you need a special spot to do it. Is that what it is? Yep, you need a growing plot. Now I can plant sand. Nope.
This will not work.
Well, never mind then. Other thing too is with this game, something that's very good and I think more games should do. You get all the materials back from something you constructed. It's not going to be like, hey, you put it down. Now we're going to penalize you for taking it back. That's dumb. And I wish more games would stop doing it because that's super annoying. And we're getting a triple threat. We're getting stone, wood, from 3 different sources. There we go. All right. Let's go to sawmill. Let's drop that off. And I do have some planks. I think that should be enough to build. Production. Oh, I need 8 planks. Okay. It's going to be a little longer. Let's clean up some more materials here. Some more stone. And of course you can have more than one sawmill. I just don't need that right now, so I'm not building that quite yet. Yep. Alrighty. Hopefully that has enough for me. Yep. Alright, now I can build the crafting bench. There we go. Crafting bench. Ah, we can start leveling up our stuff because I already have some hide from killing wolves and killing the bear, and then a blood ring or blood bone ring. Bam. That's going to level up our gear. Right, and then copper. This is the resource that we need next. We can reinforce our stuff with planks, which we need more of. And actually, let's see about castle foundations. Extending our castle out a little more. So I can fit a put another sawmill. So we can go level up our stuff. Right. Sweet. Let's make some more walls here. I'm going to go ahead and place that there. That in the way, and then if you hold space, you get your stuff back. See, 100% refunded. Now, I don't know if that's a setting or not. I don't remember if I changed that, if it was a setting. I don't think I did. But if it's a setting, honestly, it's just, that should just be the default. Okay. So now that we have 2 of these guys, I'm going to split in half, which does that by middle mouse click. Drop that in there. Now we get some more sawmill power. Level of fun. Go to the silver workbench. I'm going to reinforce my mace and then my bone sword first. And the reason for my mace is now I can get copper. And the sword is because the sword is my main combat weapon at the moment. Alrighty, let's go get some copper. Which I got some right here. Look at that. Copper already. Now, I already know where the alpha wolf is, so I can technically just go after him. I should be strong enough for that. But the game's going to want me to finish my task. But I am stubborn, and I like cutting corners because I've done this before. I need 2 of them, so I might as well just put 2 of them in there. Here. That's not going to melt anything or smelt anything because we just don't have enough. Put the pine cone in the box. Okay. Yeah, I just needed a little bit more rugged hide. which let's go down to the mine. And this is part of the reason why I chose this very same spot right here. This right here is the copper mine. And copper is the very first metal you're going to need for tearing up. And so being right next to it is a good idea. Also, you get some fighting. So there's that. All right, and as you can see, things start to get hectic very quickly in this game. Yep. You're already starting to see some of the abilities these guys have. Mind you, I am not working with any other kind of blood except creature blood. Which is not a combat blood. And they both died, which is not what I wanted, but hey. Guess that's what happens. All right. So, and just as an FYI, so blood type is shown right underneath the name. So it's a poacher. He's a rogue, 5%. So that's his blood type is 5% in strength. Depending on what you blood type you get has different boosts, and that will depend on your 64 rogue. That will depend on your playstyle. Wow, that range is kind of dumb. Don't want to feed on them yet because these guys are going to kill me if I do. So, now I'll feed on them. Right. So, your blood is many things. It is your food. It is also how you heal. If you lose blood, you start to lose health. So, blood is very important as a vampire, right? Because we're a vampire. And then the other thing is blood also is very important in the sense of combat. So right now this guy gives me critical chance. It gives me movement speed. It also gives me veil cooldown recovery. So veil cooldown is this, your dash, right? And we get anywhere from 15 to 30% depending on the level. I think right now we're just at 15. So the higher the level, right, the higher the blood, the more of those buffs you're getting, which is awesome. So our cooldown now for this is going to be much shorter. And that's awesome, but primarily what I need to do is kill animals so I can get some rugged hide. Unless there's a chest in here somewhere. Sometimes you'll find chests in the encampments. And oftentimes they have a decent amount of materials. But it doesn't seem like there's a chest in this one. Poop. Nope, no chest. Man. Alright. Let's go out into the wild and see if we can find some wolves to get some rugged hide from. Oh. We have deer. Very good. Flowers are important. Pick them up whenever you see them. You definitely don't want to be in a situation where you can't upgrade because you don't have flour. How much help is that? That should be enough. All right. Let's go. Should be more than enough to level up our boots. And then we'll go after Alpha Wolf. Oh, here, Blood Rose. Blood Rose is super important. Let's go ahead and grab that. Should be little amounts of stuff here. Right. Let's go here. We're going to go ahead and do that. Boom. And now we can get blood tracking. Which, by the way, blood tracking just means we can now track the targets. So targets are V-bloods. There is some lore behind how these work. The trail of this set bears the unmistakable signature of Dracula, the immortal king. When Dracula fell, he cursed the world of Vardaran with a blood rain, a scourge in which many perished. Some who survived became unknowingly twisted by the downpour, their bloodlines forever empowered by his malice. This mighty predator is infused with that legacy. So, essentially, when the vampires died, now that I have some good blood, I might as well go after this. Dracula's blood kind of made a bunch of creatures strong. What we're trying to do is go back and get these. So, for example, Alpha Wolf is one of those guys. And is he here? Don't see him. You see these guys? I can. Oh, there he is. These guys are much easier now. All right. Oh, hi. So, getting Alpha Wolf by himself is kind of important because he's a tough opponent. He's a tough opponent for people at the beginning, right? Once you get good at this, it's not that bad. Especially now that they drop orbs. They didn't used to do this. Another important thing to note is that these guys get tougher based on how many people are around them. So keep that in mind. And boom.
I feel stronger.
Now we've taken back some of that legacy. And every time these guys die, they always cause a big explosion around them. So use that to your advantage.
Yet another accomplishment.
Let's grab this copper before we go. So yeah, that is the basis of this game. We are going to be can I mine this yet? Yes, I can. Okay. Whenever you find these guys, just mine them. They have a lot of gemstones and gem dust, and gemstones and gem dust are kind of hard to come by until you get to a certain point in the game. So, Fire Blossom, any good workers? So, your combat blood is going to be important, and that one's going to be based off of your combat style. The worker blood is your second most important blood because it's going to make harvesting much faster. And then part of the reason why we went after the V blood is one, he unlocked more stuff for us, but two, now if you hold control on PC and you do this,
I am what I must be.
I can now turn into Wolf. And Wolf is much faster at movement than my regular form. And if you are so inclined and you have this, yep, we got that V blood. Where is it? Vampire powers. You can turn to a different kind of wolf if you have it. So this is from can't remember if it was from a pre-order bonus or something. I honestly, it's been a while. But yeah, this gives me a different type of wolf. It's a Stygian wolf. And let's go ahead and harvest this real quick. All right. Back the camera up a little bit. Alrighty, but that will do it for today. We got a little bit of a base of operations started, nice and early. Don't know if I want a blood press quite yet, but I might make a vermin nest. It's freaking huge. I forgot how big these things are. So vermin nests allow you to trade in certain materials for these guys. This right here is one of the bosses. And all that's happening here is you're just creating these guys for harvesting. So these guys are going to need rugged hide and seeds. This is for you to make the vermin salves, which is this thing right here. And this guy is for technically he's a Veeble. So that's what he's there for. So anyway, that'll do it for today. I will actually, yeah, I like that picture better. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.